Howdy guys, I'm AutoEdits Jason, and today we're up here in Michigan at a place called Rocks and Valleys, an off-road park, and I'm here with a couple of brand new 2021 Broncos. Now, they gave me the keys to this one. This one right here is a black diamond with a Sasquatch package. I'm gonna bring you in for a quick walk around, but there's gonna be a couple of videos here on the channel about these things and my first impressions and some of the details. Come on in, let me show you what we got here. So let's start with the obvious. This is the two-door, and this is a black diamond trim level. Now there's a bunch of trim levels on these things. It gets a little convoluted. This is about the top of the middle of the food chain of these things, but this has what I consider to be the must-have option, and that's the Sasquatch package, which is the 35-inch tires and all of the things that, so a little bit wider flares and all of the things that go with having a bigger tire on your Bronco. So that to me is kind of a mandatory thing. I love the fact that you can get a vehicle with 35s right from the factory like that. So this is equipped that way. So let me show you the engine. This is the twin turbo V6, the 2.7 liter. Pretty sporty, gets decent gas mileage for a V6, and looks like an engine. Not a lot to talk about here other than the fact that I think it's a pretty good power plant for this thing. You'll notice that this one it's been equipped with a lot of the Baja Designs stuff up here. And then of course, what I think is mandatory on everything, ever since I got the Sunrider, this is the bestop Sunrider option here for the hardtop, mandatory. Once you get that, it changes everything on how you go wheeling and experience the outdoors. And then obviously there's a bunch more lights here. Now the trick thing on this is where they tucked these lights down here. You have the SAE fogs down here. It's just really cool at how some of the manufacturers are going all out to deck these things out. So do you need this much light on your Bronco? Probably not, but it sure does look pretty cool, doesn't it? I think so. So as you notice, this one does have the rock rails there, so that's a very important thing if you're gonna actually go wheel your rig. That'll help protect some of the lower body panels there. Now, as we walk around towards the rear of this thing, they nailed it with the design on these things. They look great, both front and rear, in my opinion. It's a really handsome looking vehicle. Check out the little Baja Designs bracket that they're testing out and all of this stuff right here. So you have these reverse lights, still have room for your camera and all that stuff. But look at the back here. Plenty of room. Now this is the two-door, obviously, so the space is limited. These are down, the seats are down, but you get an idea of what the space looks like inside there. Not bad for a two-door. I'm a four-door guy. I need that room. I just carry a bunch of junk with me, so I just need that space, but I just thought I'd share with you guys what that's like and what it looks like inside there. But it's cool. Look at the Bronco emblem. Everything about, I think, the Bronco stuff is right on. They nailed the spirit and the ethos with these things. Look at this thing. It's so cool. Now the interior on these things is an absolute home run. It's the perfect blend of sporty, rugged, but kind of cool and tech savvy. It's got a lot of cool features in here, and this one right here is the mid-grade interior. It doesn't have the large screen. This just has the smaller screen, but it does have dual zone climate control and most of the controls here on the GOAT mode. So from behind the wheel, I want to show off the thing that's going to take the most getting used to from people coming from the Jeep world to this, where you have 4 high and 4 low and 2 high as your basic off-road modes. It has what's called GOAT mode here. And then you just do all of your switching from 2 high to 4 high by hitting that, or 4-wheel drive automatic by hitting that. And then it has this thing called 1-pedal mode here, and that's hitting that button. The steering wheel is a highlight in this thing. It's very stylized. It's very nice. I love the logo and the way it has the kind of the sporty bumps here. And this is the leather wrap steering wheel, not heated. but it's nice. Now watch this. This is the four-wheel drive stuff in activation. So then as you go into your modes here, you have normal mode, then you can start dialing into the eco mode, sport mode, slippery, and then when you go into these modes, it actually does a preset. So if you go into mud and ruts, it goes 4x4 high, and then it actually activates the rear locker right up here. So you have your like hero switches is what these are called. So you have your front locker, rear locker. This is the turn control. I can't wait to show you guys that in the next video. And then obviously traction control there. So then we can go back to the whatever, and then go all the way into mud, ruts, sand. And then the final mode in this one is rock crawl. And in rock crawl, it puts it into for low here, activates the rear locker right off the bat, and then you could activate the front locker if needed or when needed. So those are the things that I think are going to take the most getting used to, is learning how to work with all of those systems and do that, unless you just want to just do 4 low, 4 high, which is an option as well. But in all of those different modes, it does actually affect the way the steering, since it's electric steering, the throttle control, all of those things come into play. So some of those things would be good to get your head around and embrace that stuff. So there you have it. Here's a quick taste of the two-door 2021 Ford Bronco Black Diamond Edition with the Sasquatch package. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to check back for more as we drive the silver one, and then we actually put this thing through its paces. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, enjoy your drive.